Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. So, if you were born on February 2nd, have you ever felt like you're a bit of a walking contradiction? You've got this big visionary mind, but at the same time, you're this super sensitive soul. Well, today, we're going to dive into exactly that and explore why that unique mix of smarts and heart is actually your greatest superpower. And that brings us right to the heart of it, to this core idea we call the compassionate visionary. Seriously, think of this as the headline for your entire personality. It's all about that powerful, delicate dance between a mind that sees the future and a heart that feels, well, everything. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at your Aquarian side, then get into your core traits. After that, we'll check out the cosmic reasons behind it all, see how it plays out in love and work, and wrap up with your personal roadmap to fulfillment. All right, first things first. You're born on February 2nd, so that makes you an Aquarius. Simple enough, right? But, and this is a big but, you're not just any Aquarius. There's this really unique, gentle vibe about you that totally sets you apart from the crowd. And this is where it gets super interesting. You know the stereotype of an Aquarius, right? Bold, super independent, maybe a little detached. But for you, it's different. You've got this softer energy. You're not the detached loner. You're the diplomat, the one who's totally tuned in to how everyone else is feeling. You're less lone wolf and way more the peacekeeper of the pack. Okay, so how does that gentle vibe actually shape who you are day to day? Well, it's like this. Every single one of your strengths has a flip side, a sensitivity that comes with it. And getting a handle on that balance, that's the real secret to knowing yourself. Let's talk about the good stuff, because there's a lot of it. All your best traits really spring from this deep well of empathy you have. You're kind-hearted, you're an amazing listener, and because of that, you're a natural diplomat. People just feel safe around you, which is why you're such a loyal and dependable friend or partner. It all connects. But here's the catch, and this is so important. That exact same sensitivity, it can also be your biggest challenge. It might make you shy away from conflict, even when it's necessary. Or you might put everyone else's needs ahead of your own, time and time again. You might take criticism really hard. And that's why learning to build up your confidence and set some healthy boundaries, that's not just a nice to have. For you, it's the main event. It's your path to really growing into yourself. So you might be wondering, why am I like this? What's the reason for this specific blend? Well, the answers are written in the stars and the numbers. Let's dig into the cosmic blueprint that makes you, you. Okay, check this out. This really shows that amazing mix you've got going on. You've got Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, which gives you all that creativity and big picture thinking. But then, balancing that out, you've got the moon, which brings in all this emotional depth and intuition. And then you throw in your birth number, the number 2, which is all about cooperation and harmony. Put it all together, you get this incredible, one-of-a-kind cosmic signature. And that combination, that's it. That's the recipe for the compassionate visionary. It's the forward-thinking brainpower from Uranus mixed with the deep, heartfelt sensitivity from the moon and the number 2. It totally explains why you're not just about having big ideas for yourself. You're driven to use those ideas to create peace and to succeed by bringing people together. All right, let's bring this down to earth. How does all this personality stuff actually show up in your real life? In the big areas like love, work, and money. Let's start with relationships. When you're in a relationship, you are all in. You don't do things halfway. You're romantic, you're super loyal, and you're looking for that deep soul-to-soul connection. And for you, trust isn't just a nice word. It is the absolute foundation of everything. That's why you click so well with people who get it, Partners who are all about open communication and genuine kindness. Think signs like Libra, Gemini, or Cancer. Now, let's talk career. This is a perfect snapshot of where you thrive versus where you, well, don't. You absolutely shine in places where people work together, where the goal is to help or support others. But stick you in an aggressive, super competitive environment, it's not just that you won't like it, it will literally drain your energy because it goes against your very nature. So it makes perfect sense that you'd be drawn to careers like these: counseling, teaching, social work. They're all about using that amazing empathy you have. Diplomacy or mediation? That's your peacemaking skills in action. And of course, the creative arts are a perfect playground for your imagination and vision. And what about money? Well, you're probably pretty careful and responsible. You like stability, you're a good planner.
The challenge for you usually isn't about saving or budgeting. The real work is in finding the confidence to ask for what you deserve. That means negotiating that salary or pricing your work at what it's truly worth.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. The big question is, how do you pull all these pieces together to live your happiest, most successful life? The answer is actually pretty simple. It's all about embracing exactly who you are. Think of this as your personal blueprint for happiness. And notice, it's not about trying to be someone else. It's about doubling down on who you already are. Lean into that natural gift you have for helping people. Focus on building those deep connections. Use your peacemaking skills. And this is the big one. Learn to trust that powerful inner voice while also setting the boundaries you need to protect your energy. Look, at the end of the day, your whole journey is about realizing one crucial thing. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It is your superpower. It's where your creativity comes from, it's where your intuition comes from, and it's what gives you that incredible ability to connect with people and lift them up. So the question isn't whether you have this gift, it's are you ready to embrace it?